Alright, today comparing two of the top markers on the market right now, which would be the Clone GT versus the Luxe 2.0. So, first things first, not many have asked about this, but these are, in my personal opinion, the two best ones out there. So if you're going to get one, and you got the money, go for it. Very similar in retail price range. Luxe will run $100 more, but if you want a custom color like this, they're going to be right about the exact same. So, first things first, let's go with the ASAs. Almost identical ASAs. So we're going to have to give it a tie. So they both have gas through grips, so run straight through the grip, straight into the gun. So another tie on that. As far as comfortability, GT is nice. It's a really nice feeling gun, but the Luxe, you can't beat how comfortable the Luxe is. It's just really comfortable. Fits your hands really well. It's got really big fingers for the frame and everything. So another con to the GT is it's got super sharp edges right here. Maybe they should have milled those down or sort of rounded them out a little bit. So could get cut on those. I know I did this past weekend. So that's that. They both feel excellent in your hands. They both have great spacing in between the reg and the actual trigger guard. So that's not bad at all. As far as the bodies and the bolt, the body on the GT looks really nice. It's kind of blocky in my personal opinion. It's a little blocky, whereas the Luxe still stick to their traditional Luxe look. So I think the bodies are really nice. I'm gonna have to give it to I don't know. We'll call that one a tie. As far as eye covers, the Luxe comes off pretty easily with the little switch. So Clone GT's got the screws still. Yeah, Luxe will win just because it's a little bit better. It's a little bit more convenient to take off the Luxe eye covers in case you have any sort of malfunction. Bolt assemblies, they both will pull straight out the back. However, the Clone GT will not pull out if the gun is aired up. So that's really nice. I know I had a Victory a while back and it would sometimes pop up. That's a really nice asset to it. The Luxe, it's pretty, it's like O-ring sealed down. It's like got an O-ring that pulls it down, so it's not really going to come up either. But I think the bolt for the Clone is super nice, so I'm going to give it to the Clone GT on that one. The Luxe is a sprung bolt, whereas the Clone GT is not. Similar to the original Clone VX bolt, but they have done a little bit more of the modifications to it, and they have actually put a little bumper pad on the front, so it's a little softer shot. Next thing I would say, go to the barrels. They both come with a really nice barrel, the shift barrel versus the Freak inserted barrel for the Luxe. The Luxe gives you a 693, whereas the MacDev GT Clone, they will give you a 691, so a little bit smaller. So you can both buy inserts for either of them, so you don't have to buy a brand new barrel. So let's give that to the Clone GT. It's a little bit nicer for you. Both have a locking feed neck. You have to give that one a tie. But yeah, as far as consistency, efficiency, all that stuff goes, consistency, I would say Clone GT is a little bit better for sure. I shot it over the chrono. This one's right at about 297, 297, 298. So that's pretty sweet. Whereas the Luxe is more so about 291, 296, 295, 300. It's sort of bouncing around in the 10 range. Clone GT is a little bit more consistent. Efficiency, you're going to find right about the exact same. Pretty close to the same. Clone's going to suck air, whereas the Luxe is going to suck air. You're going to expect about 8 pods on a normal good day. So let's get into shooting. Alright, so we'll do the Clone GT first. Let's go ahead and air this thing up. What the hell did I do? Oh, god damn it, the O-ring fell off. So let's go ahead and do the Luxe first then, and I'll take the tank off of this one. The gun does not leak, so don't freak out. Luxe board.
Power is on. Welcome to the Luxe experience. Battery level 100%. Firing mode ESP.
Alright. Luxe board, super nice, talks to you. It's the only one out there that's going to talk to you. So if you want that, Luxe is sweet. So let's shoot the Luxe. Alright, here's the kick on the Luxe. Alright, that is the Luxe 2.0. Super smooth gun, ridiculously smooth. Alright, so let's take the air off of this one. Basically just unscrew this. Pop it, get the air out. There we go. Alright. Okay. Alright, Clone GT. Air's up. No problems. Alright. The board on this is an OLED screen. It's very similar to the Clone VX. Actually, I think it's the exact same board. So we got it set on 12.5 right there. Alright, I'll shoot the Clone GT. This thing is ridiculous. No kick on this thing whatsoever. It's unreal how smooth this thing is. One hand shoot this. Oh man, pain is terrible. See? Alright, that is a Clone GT. As far as shooting goes, I'm gonna have to give it to the Clone GT. Super nice gun. Everything you want. Luxe, really nice. As far as actual comparison, if I were to just tell you which one I think would win, I'm gonna have to give it to the GT. The GT does shoot better than the Luxe. It really does. The Luxe is gonna be a little bit more, I guess the grouping is gonna be a little bit better on your shot, but the Clone GT shoots better. It is actually a better shooting gun. So as far as comparison goes, I'm gonna have to give it to the GT. It's a really, really nice gun. It's the comparison.